We advertised the snow bid, it was in the Three Village Herald, October 27th, returnable today. Of the recipients, we got one back. Quickway Sanitation. All prices of equipment and driver. 10-wheel dump truck with sanders and plows, rate per hour $175. 6-wheel truck with sander and plow, rate per hour $150. Pickup truck with sander and plow, rate per hour $115. 5-yard payloader, rate per hour $355. That's the bid. I believe that's the exact same price we had last year.
I think, I don't know if I'm not.
Have a look.
Okay.
I just got this tonight. Afternoon, I did that. Second bid. Also in the paper on October 27th, returnable tonight. The landscaping for the village of Poquott for the year 2017 for 10-month period. 2017 through 2019 for bid for 4D Landscaping Inc. Again, it's the only one we got back. Furnished labor and material, complete all stages of ground maintenance, $17,626 per season. Payments have been made in monthly installments over 10 months beginning in March, ending December for $1,762.60 per month. That is $300 a month higher than they were before. They were paying $1,400 and change. And the drain project went out on bid on October 27th with the rest of them. We received back 5 bids, responses. Suffolk Paving Corp. Let me explain what we got here first. We put this out in 3 phases. Phase 1, install 1 4x3 precast catch basin with 4 2x6 iron cast iron curb catch, and dry wells at 2 dry wells at 10 feet diameter, 8 feet deep, to pick up 8,500 gallons, plus a traffic dome with concrete cover. Includes filter fabric connecting catch basin to dry wells with 10-inch APS pipe, cement all connections, remove excess clean acceptable fill. Phase 2 is install 1 4x3 precast catch basin with a 2x6, 2 foot 6 inches cast iron curb catch. Install 2 dry wells, 10 feet each, 8 feet deep, 8,500 gallons. Section 3 of that same bid is bid 2. Patch the road at the new dry wells, 6 to 8 inch RCA base stone on 2.5 inches hot asphalt with berms as necessary. Install 200 linear foot of asphalt curbing, or installation of 300 linear feet of Belgian block curbing. Again, first bid was Suffolk Paving Corp.
This only for the drains, or for the drains and paving?
This is drains and paving, for the project for Chestnut. Section 1, $12,385. Section phase 2, which is the second drain, $12,385. Paving work, $6,425 with the 200-foot linear asphalt curb, 2,300 linear feet of Belgian block would be 7,500. Bid from Gatz Landscaping Inc., Mattatuck. Okay, combined it. Bids 1 and 2, drains, 27,000. Bid 2, paving, 8,900. Be a total of 35,900. Bid from JPC Excavating Inc. Phase 1, 11,300. Phase 2, 11,300. And I don't see anything for the paving work on that one. No paving work listed. Fourth bid, Vasco Asphalt Paving in Kings Park. Okay. Just the paving work for the Chestnut Avenue at the new drains. 6 to 8 inches RCA stone, 2.5 inches hot asphalt with berms, 5,000. Installation of 200 linear foot of Belgian block curbing in 2 sections, 4,000 for a total of 9,000. So they're just bidding on the paving work on that. JPC Excavating probably doesn't do any paving work. I think, I don't know. Find out. Fifth bid, Harbor Hills Construction, Port Jefferson Station. Phase 1, $10,650. Phase 2, $10,650. Option on phase 2. Bid 2, Patch Road, total of $1,400. 200-foot linear asphalt curbing, 1,200 additional. Change that to 300 linear feet of jumbo Belgian block curbing, 5,200.
That's all bids?
That's all the bids we've got for the 3 projects up.
Okay, so, snow, will keep, obviously, same. Alright.
Joe, were these supposedly sealed bids?
Yep.
All of them? I didn't see you open up all of them in a sealed
No.
envelope.
Some of them don't bother to seal them, but I haven't looked at any one of them until tonight.
Okay. And were they held in a lockbox or something
No,
like
they're
that?
just in my office,
Just
in
in
my
your office?
desk.
And what's the method of getting the bids out? Is it just whatever's noticed in the paper, or?
We put a notice in the paper
Mhm.
and tell them to come in and pick up the bid packages. They come in and pick up the bid packages and then they return the bids,
Mhm.
either again, sealed or unsealed.
Mhm.
But
How many,
I
about,
don't even look at them when they come in. I just stick them in
yeah.
the drawer.
About how many requested the bids on those two that we only got one on?
The only other bid that I had for the snow was the gentleman that was in today, and he never came back. Landscaping, we didn't have anybody at all.
No one picked them up, or
Nobody
no one
picked them up.
made any?
Nope.
And,
The snow bid only was picked up by two, which was Quickway, which is the current snow removal. And then one gentleman that was in today, but he never came back with his. And the landscape bid, I only had the one bid from 4C, and that was it. 4D.
when we know there's less than 3 bids that are gonna be coming in, what's our procedure? Do we have a method of asking people actually to put a bid in, or do we just leave it that way?
Normally what you would do is make your determination yourself. I'm just reading them to you.
No, what I'm asking is, in the past, you know that only one person picked up the bid, so we knew one person was bidding on it. And that wasn't enough. Do we do anything to try to get more
We make
bidders?
phone calls. We call up contractors.
Did we?
Yeah, yes, we did.
Okay. And do we have a list of who they were and when they were called?
No. No, we just,
Okay.
I can make some calls.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
think
know
we
a lot of
should.
contractors,
I mean,
lots
how
of
do we know that's a
contractors.
good price if
Yeah,
only
absolutely.
one person bid?
Yeah, I can make some calls.
Okay. There must be like a list of people like the county or the town have that do such things, right?
Yeah, possibly, but independent contractors are probably gonna be the ones that wanna pick this up.
Mhm.
You know, so you definitely have to have, a list of contractors that you know. I mean, I deal with a variety of people in my business. I mean, we do snow personally, but we wouldn't pick up an account like this. This is, you know, it's not something that we do. We do colleges and shopping centers and stuff. We
Mhm.
don't do villages or streets.
Okay.
But there are a lot of people out there
That 100.
right,
Yeah.
that will absolutely love to bid on a project like this, there's no
Great.
question about it. And
Let's-
I'll list it, and I'll have them come in, and we'll try again.
Yeah.
Right, we could do that,
Okay.
general.
Okay.
So,
I gotta go.
Okay, thank you.
well,
Meantime, what
snow,
do we do?
well, snow is only good enough, you know, snow is gonna end on December 31st. Since it's the same price, I think we should keep it with snow. They did a
So
good
we're
job
covered,
last year.
just in case, like, next week it snows, we're covered.
We're covering until December 31st. But I think that they did a good job, and if they're not raising the price, I don't see why we're not keeping them. The landscaping definitely.
Yeah, the one thing
And
I had
we got
an
5
issue
bids
with
for
the snow
the-
guys was, watching them off the porch, dropping salt sand and pushing right down to the beach. So they don't let the salt sand sit and then bail out and go do something else and then come back later. That was the only thing that I saw with the snow. I mean, outside of that, they did a good job, but, I mean, I think we probably spent a lot more money in salt sand than we really should have last year.
Okay.
But we could definitely, we'll address it, we'll look into it. And, I mean, if you know, it's tough now because it is December, and you never know what we're gonna get, so
Right.
it's you know, a tough one.
Do we have any regulations or I'm unaware of any, policies and procedures for Poquott on securing additional bids? I remember in the state has, it's supposed to then go out to the state, solicit, you know, to be bound by anything.
I don't think so. I think we put their notice in and see who comes, it's been years when nobody's come, you know, then they have to go find someone.
We really think just putting it in. It's really just how it is. People don't necessarily read it.
Yeah.
Here's some details, Joe.
I have everything. Sorry, Mike.
I don't think, it sounds like we don't have any rules if we would, except for the case. You know, there's gonna be 2 weeks, whatever the meeting is in January, it's gonna be 2 weeks where we don't have a contract and we don't have a bid opening.
Right.
So it'll be,
Well, we could ask the company who's presently doing it if they want to, since they'll probably, their bid is in it, so they better let them get the job. They might just want to extend the same terms until we can actually pick somebody.
Did you want to extend if you're out there trying to beat the price?
Is that a good price? I mean, is it?
It's the same as last year.
Well, yeah, it's the same as last year, I mean, they did a good job, the only thing, like I said, the only thing.
We could talk to them about that.
Right, the only thing I didn't like was the way that they were
So we can straighten
doing
it
the
out.
salt sand. The guy was running down the street with the sander, dropping the salt sand, the garbage truck was right behind him, just pushing that salt sand right down to the beach right behind him. That's not the way to do it.
Okay.
Clear the roads, drop the salt sand, go do something else, come back later.
Joe, do you remember last year's bid, did we get a bunch of people? Or was it- Oh, yeah, you get so many bids.
We had two last year.
Yeah, that was our safety too, I remember. I think the last year we should definitely, or at least go back to 4D and say, it's this much higher, and we're gonna have to go by the bid, maybe they wanna do something else like that.
Well, if you don't have anything to lose, it's always better to get more bids. But,
Time is of the essence right now.
Yeah, I'm just concerned
They're
about-
down on us right
you
now.
know, I also would be comfortable writing something where we have a procedure. This is our policy, and this is how we're gonna handle it in the future, you know, we got one bid, and we got no bids, you know, so that we're not winging it, you know, especially with now in the, pending with the weather.
Joe, are you familiar with the state regs as to going out to bid, what we need to do, particularly if there's only one bid coming in?
If you only have one bid, you can either, it's the same thing, you can either accept it or reject it. You're not required to accept it. The bids can be rejected for any reason.
No, but I mean, would it be our due diligence for us to go out, and since we knew only one person picked up the bids, there was no way for us to compare. So shouldn't we have some due diligence to go out and try to get people to place bids on it? Send it out to maybe some more contractors?
You mean while the bid is open?
While the bid is open.
You can send it to contractors if you want. I mean, you're not required to do that. As a matter of fact, there's probably no requirement, it's not considered due diligence, there's no requirement to do that. You could do it if you wanted to, but if you don't do it, you're not, you would be determined to not have done something you're required to do.
Right. Is it good business practice?
Every situation's different. Lots of times it has to do with the time period that the bid is open. So if you have a shorter time period, you might want to do that. If you have a longer time period, it may not be necessary.
When does that bid go out into the Times anyway? When does that offer go out?
When that went out on the 27th of October, was in the first week of November.
That's a pretty decent amount of time.
We were terrible forward.
Same company, same price.
What was it bid
You
for?
gotta go in.
Yeah,
That was for the two
I
bids.
think we do this now.
I,
I think the last
snow
one,
and
we should
landscaping.
talk to 4D, see if they can do a better price.
Yeah, with
And then
landscape.
see
It's
if
the
you have
same
other
price as
people that
last
can
year,
say that.
and then-
Yeah, we could find ourselves in trouble with the snow right now at this rate.
I agree.
Maybe we just talk to them about the salt sand situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in this business for a long time, so, I mean, I'll be more than happy to talk to them about it.
And then we have the 5 bids for Chestnut. I don't know if we can do the paving now, but we could probably get the drains done.
Did we break that up?
Mhm.
Didn't you say that one company only did the drains and one company?
I think
only did-
Yes.
Harbor Hills came in the
Yes.
cheapest, they came in $10,650
Each train,
each drain, right, could have, but,
plus,
yeah.
plus the paving.
What was the combination of the one that only did the drains came, it was roughly like 10.5 each or something like that?
We had Suffolk paving came in at $12,385 for the 2 drains. We had a company in Manitowoc, was it 27,000 for both of them?
Yeah, but one only did was one of the curbing and the pavement,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, Gats on the drains alone was 27,000 and 8,900 for the paving work.
Okay, so that should be-
And Harbor Hills would be a total of 2300. No,
23,000.
23,000,
Right.
just the drains. And their bid for the patch would be either 1,600, depending on the asphalt curbing, or 6,600 if we went to Belgian block. Vasco, I guess, just bid on the curbing, period.
Right, the two cheapest drains were Harvard Hills at $10,650 each, or was it JC? JD?
JPC was 11,300 and 11,300, which is 22,600.
So those were the two cheapest.
The 21,
Prove it now, we can have it done before.
21,
But it's been warmer.
21,300, was Harvey Hills.
Does that, if you don't get it done, does it affect?
Oh, the chips money?
Yeah.
No.
Suffolk paving is over 25,000 for the two drains, and
64.
6,400 for the, just the paving, not the curbing.
I just think if we would have, then we didn't have anything like that, can't do that. That's why I think we could do the drains now, and then do the paving in the spring.
Okay, I think that was good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always amazed at the drains at the top of Washington Street. And that whole job is held up. It's never had a problem with the paving in the area. It's a good couple of years, I wonder who did that. But, you know, when you take a look at all the drains we've had put in recently, I don't know if any of these people are part of that. But we hire these guys to put in a bid, and then within a year or two, we're patching, it's caving in, problems we have. At the top of Washington Street with all the traffic coming and going, it's just amazing to me. Whoever did that,
Look back and say,
anybody know?
Yeah,
No,
did the drains? No, they don't do
You know-
drains.
you know who did it? Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you I can look it up because I was roads commissioner at the time. So, and we did keep the roads up, so I can look it up. I mean, I got it on my computer, but, boy, I don't
I'd
remember
like
off
to
the
know,
top of my
if we
head.
put it off, it bears looking, can we do that, Joe? Is to call somebody who did a good job, because I know we're not always limited to picking the lowest bid.
Right.
That if we
No, but
know-
you would have to rebid it.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to reject the bid, and then, you're right, you're not required to take the lowest bid, but if you can't take somebody that was not a bidder, unless you reject all the bids and then rebid it all
We
over
have to give
again.
a reason why we're rejecting the bid?
Just that it's not in the best interest of the village.
Well, if we put it off, that would make sense anyway, just to, in terms of not being able to get done, and just put it out the bid again, just. If they're even still business.
Right. Well, then we'll put it, it'll be open in the spring.
Well, it would be anyway, the paving.
The paving part, yeah.
So we can do that.
Okay. So we'll table it to the spring then.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I never get a chance to say this. Happy holidays, everyone. Have a safe, healthy, happy holidays.
You too.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Take care.
moving right along.
So, before we move along, the policy of the village of Poquott is that anyone recording the meetings has to sit behind the last person in the room or in the back row if the room is filled. I know you're recording the meeting, so I'm gonna ask you again before you'll be removed.
The open meetings law states I don't have to sit in the back of the room.
We have a village policy that we accept.
Then call the police, I'm not moving.
Yeah. What?
And there's nothing that states that you have to sit in the chair.
They can't override the state law.
You know what, no, I didn't do that.
First time I did.
Okay.
Me too, and I thought about it tonight. What's that?
So why isn't that one behind? Why does this is by the, so I just, can I ask a question?
You can stop the recording.
Why does